going to do a little something different here today. I thought it was time, instead of doing a rant video all the time, I know, I got y'all wondering now, y'all want to rant. Don't worry, there's still plenty of rants to come. I figured maybe it's time to do, maybe it's time that we do a video once in a while remembering when. We'll just start like this. I remember when I was growing up, everybody has fond memories. I remember growing up, now I grew up in Surrey. Yeah, I'm a Surrey boy, and if you Americans don't know, Surrey's kind of a, anyway, we won't go in there, kind of dumpy. At least the area I was in was. Anyway, so they had the old drive-in theaters. The old drive-in theaters used to host, every Sunday people would gather the shit up and they'd go down there and have a swap meet. It would be everything from household items to car parts to lawn furniture to garden stuff to just cool stuff. Not like it is today. Today, at least up here in BC, in the Vancouver area anyway, the swap meet I'm talking about is long but gone, but we still have them at the Cloverdale Fairgrounds. And unfortunately what happens is all the people that own stores bring all their shit out there on the Sundays and they sell all the new retail stuff. And very few people that have the used stuff are there anymore. But we're not going to discuss that right now because we're discussing remembering when. So I remember we used to pile in the old pickup, my old 65 actually out front there that I haven't restored, that maybe some of you guys have seen in past videos. My dad bought it in '72, so it's been in the family that long. We used to pile on that, and sometimes we'd pile in the old Nova, the Chevy 2 Nova, and we drive down to the swap meet. And it was big. I mean, we're talking like a drive-in theater size, and it was full of nothing but stuff for sale. Just everyone's used stuff, but it was cool back then. You know, it was neat stuff. It wasn't like today, and I'm not trying to be an asshole by saying this, but I notice today a lot of people that try and sell stuff, it's just garbage that they should take to the dump. But I know another man's garbage is someone's treasure. But I mean, today's is real garbage. Back then it was good quality stuff people were selling. And anyway, we'd go down there on Sunday, we'd pile in the car out of the truck, we'd get down there, we'd park, get down there for like, I don't know, 8:30, 9 in the morning. And what do we do the first thing we got there? We would head to the concession stand and we'd get a thing of fries. We each got our own thing of fries with gravy all over it. They had the best fries and gravy. Then we'd start doing the tour. And oh man, you'd see so much stuff. You'd see like, there was engine parts, chrome valve covers, intakes, 4-barrel carbs, there was headers. There was cool old furniture, like I'm sitting on right now. Look at this sofa in the background. Yeah, we're in my man cave. I don't know if you can even see, I'm pointing here a little bit. It's got pop-out lights. Look at this. They pop right out of it. Even if you can see over in the far corner, that there. It's got a built-in bar. Anyway, it was cool shit like this. It was everything, and it was just, it was a good time. So we'd get down there, early in the morning, we'd hang out. We'd be there for a good 2.5, 3 hours. I mean, it kept you in shape. You did a lot of walking. It was fun. People just having a good time, sitting there and drinking a beer. Some of these people, now I was a kid, of course, they're drinking a beer. Some people would have their hibachi barbecues, cooking up a hamburger or a hot dog, and it went on from like 7 in the morning till like 3 in the afternoon. But I remember we'd go down there, then right around lunchtime, we'd take off from there. And right like a 2-minute drive across the road, across the King George Highway, was a place they called the Big B Burgers. Now, Big B Burgers, way back in the day, long before I was born, was actually Big Boy Burgers. But I guess it never made it. I don't know what really happened to it, but they lost the oi, and they lost the boy, and they just called themselves Big B Burgers. And then we'd go over there and we'd sit in there and oh, they had good burgers. And of course we already had fries, so now we're having onion rings with a shake. Oh, those were the days. The Sunday, it was so neat. Sometimes we'd grab some stuff and we'd take it home. Like I remember once we went down there, a guy had chrome valve covers, air cleaner, and that was a big deal back then. It was a big deal. We went home and we threw it on the old pickup, you know, we threw some chrome valve covers and air cleaner on there. I mean, it was a huge thing. Like, nowadays you go buy new cars, and a lot of new cars got these fancy alloy wheels or chrome wheels or whatever. You never had that when I was growing up. If a car rolled up and it had a set of mags or aluminum slots or chrome reverse wheels on it, that was a big fucking thing to have a set of chrome wheels in your car. And I'm talking right now, when I was going to these swap meets, I'm talking, like we're talking late 70s, early 80s. It was a big fucking thing to have a set of chrome wheels on your car then. It was an even bigger thing, like I say, if you popped the hood and you had some chrome valve covers. I mean, it just, at least it was, you know what I mean? Like nowadays, everybody's got everything chrome. It's just the thing you do, you know what I mean? It's like everybody wet sands and polishes their car nowadays. Nobody just takes their car out of the paint shop and they're happy at the paint job and drives it home. They got to get it wet sanded and polished because they want everything flawless, perfect. Back then it was just fun. It was an easier time. It was just, it's those little things that you miss and you cherish. And I remember when we did take the pickup truck down there, we had an old car bench seat that sat in the back up against the front bulkhead, right behind the rear window of the truck. And Grace, I would ride in the back of that thing. You'd sit in there because back then it wasn't against the law. Because the traffic was so much lighter. And it was, you know, it wasn't as dangerous back then. And Chris, you'd pile 3 or 4 of us back there if you wanted to. And we'd sit on that back of that pickup seat and you'd drive by the cops and they didn't care. And it was just a good time. Good time. And I think we need to start doing some of these videos. Don't get me wrong. I'll still do the rants. Just checking something out here. Yes, okay, we're all good. Don't get scared. I was getting up close there. We're still going to do the rants. But I think it's time that we do some videos about some of the good things that we remember too. Because unfortunately for me, I could rant all day long. I could. But there is some good still out there. And if it isn't out there, I can at least remember some of the good. So that's one story for you. I remember going to the drive-in, like I said, having a good time, eating them fries and gravy, picking up some cool shit, and going to the Big B Burgers and going back home and just, that was a Sunday. That was when Sundays meant something. Even then, sometimes when we were in the pickup truck and we were coming back up Scott Road, that's our road that the drive-in was off of, Scott Road. We were coming back up Scott Road. We'd even sometimes pull into the Dairy Queen. I'd be sitting in the back of the truck and guess what we were getting? We were getting a soft serve ice cream. And it wasn't uncommon to pull in there and see 55 Chevys, 57 Chevs, some Impalas, some Mopar stuff, some Dodges and Challengers and some Ford Falcons. It wasn't uncommon because those cars then were like 25 years old. So a lot of folks like myself, my parents didn't have a lot of money, were driving an older car that was 20, 25 years old. You know, it's not much different than today. People are driving cars around from the 80s and 90s today. You think about it, there's 20 some odd years old. But yeah, I got to see part of that. And it was just so cool. It was so cool. And anyway, I just wanted to throw that little story out there. I wanted to see what you guys think of this. I wanted to see if you guys are, I know you all rant the rants. Don't worry, the rants won't go nowhere, so calm the fuck down. But I just want to see if you guys want to have some of these videos once in a while, and we'll call them Remember When. Remember When. Maybe you guys got some stories of your own you can tell. Anyway, thanks guys. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. I'm going to take the camera here. I'm going to show you a couple little pictures here in my man cave. Just give you a little teaser for now. And that's it. I appreciate everything you guys do by writing in, and we try and write back to you as much as we can. And hey, OTG loves you. So tell me what you think of this video. Tell me if you want some more of these too. And big thumbs up to all of you guys out there. Alright.